Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It is Technical Difficulties Thursday. And we're here in the kitchen. We've made it. We're done. How you doing, Upright? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Today has literally been a day of technical difficulties. So here we go. Got to open the email to the recipe that I'm going to use today. Came from a friend of a friend. Open that email. That worked. Then I realized it was, here's some ingredients. Put them all together and throw it in the oven. So I redacted out the recipe. Slight technical difficulty. Redacted out that recipe. Then went to print it, and the printer wouldn't work. So I had to troubleshoot all the different reasons why the printer didn't work, which then went back to having to reconnect it to the internet. Got that done. Then a whole heap of old print queues that were waiting in there printed, so I had to wait for that to happen. And then we got to print the recipe. Then did the shopping, came back, set up this computer, and it wouldn't connect to the internet. So I had to go through all the troubleshooting and that to get this one connected to the internet, even though it's on a cable. I think that was it. And now here we are, about to do some cooking. Printers are absolutely evil. What I find really evil about printers is sometimes it's cheaper to buy a whole new printer than it is to buy ink cartridges for your like refill inks for your old printer. That is evil. That is just the purest of evils. Is like, why? Seriously, it's cheaper to get a whole new printer with fresh cartridges than it is just to get a cartridge. Now, you tell that to printer manufacturers and they're just going to up the cost of printers. They're not going to bring down the cost of ink. So, I just realized I've got the air conditioner on. I'm trying to cool the house down. Well, trying to cool the kitchen down because I'm sweating. And I've realized I've got the giant window open. Alright, so today, what do we got going on today? Today we are making a ginger cake. This is one that my partner got from one of the chefs at the facilities she works at. Which is why it was very, here's some ingredients, chuck it in a bowl and off you go. So I've redacted it out and we're going to see if we can make this cake. Now, this is one of those ones that's like, oh, I was walking through and I knew the cook was there because I could smell the cake. It's like, so we know this isn't going to hold up. Not on a first attempt. But we're going to give it a go. So yeah, it doesn't look that complicated. There's a heap of ingredients, but it's not overly complicated. It is, I think, it is going to use a lot of bowls and dishes and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Let's do this. Alright, so first thing, I'm going to put the oven onto 180 degrees. I'm going to preheat the oven. Upright, thank you for the lurk, being the lurkies. Alright, so first off, we need 170 grams of butter. So what I'm going to do is I've got it on the scales, and I'm just going to keep plonking it in until I get somewhere near where I need to be. Damn, this is a lot of butter. Off. Well, we're getting close. Beautiful. 170 grams of butter. Well, it's actually 171, but you know. Alright, then we need 170 grams of brown sugar. Brown sugar. Good, we're starting to use up some of the duplicates we've got, which is nice. What did I say? 170. Oop, there we go. A little over 173. She'll be right. And last but not least, 225 grams of golden syrup. It is just wedged to itself. Oh, wait. 225, 0. Right. $210, $213. Getting there. Oop. 224. Good enough. I'm not going to scrimp over 1 gram. Easy pig. Gloob. Alright, so we want to warm this. Just going to put it on a really low heat, I want it to warm through, melt the butter so that we can just stir it up and turn it into a consistent fluid. Now we are using eggs in this recipe, so we don't want to have it too hot and cook the eggs. So we're going to start the next bit. Forgot to get a mixing bowl. Those SMRT. Alright, what am I going to do? I'm going to... How much flour do we need? 340 grams of self-raising flour. I could probably measure this straight into the bowl, but I want it to go through the sieve to get rid of any lumps. That's starting to melt nicely. Now, what did we say? How much flour did we say? 340 grams. Assuming I can figure out how to open this. Whoop. Okay. .340 grams. Yeah, good enough. 347. Hey, you buffer. You want to come say hello to Stream? Hello, Stream. I'm the buffer. I'm the king. Hello. How is everybody? Love me. He wants to come sit on my feet. Hey, Izzy Pig. How you doing? So just putting this through a sieve, nice and easy. Poof. And mess. Good enough. 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. Where are my spoons? 1 tablespoon ground ginger. Oh, okay, hang on. We're going to put this through the sieve as well because it appears to be a little bit lumpy. Oh, come on. Oh. Yep, that's good. 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. A little bit of spillage there, but not quite a full tablespoon either. Look out, Buff. Little foot fetishist. 2 teaspoons. Good Lord. 2 teaspoons of bicarb soda. 1. Oh, crap, too much. Put a little bit back in there. And we're good. Whoa, what the hell? I don't know why that just jumped at me, but it did. Nice. How you doing, Rach? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. How you doing, Tiger? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. How's everyone been this fine Thursday? Haven't seen you in ages, Tiger. What have you been up to? Right. Right, we almost let this go a little bit too far. Good thing we didn't. Working and working and possibly some more working. Sounds like the same as Rach. You two are just workaholics, I swear. You just need to pick one. Yeah. Alright, so we've gotten this This is our butter, brown sugar, and golden syrup mix. So we've just heated that up, just to the point where the butter's all melted and it's combining. As we're stirring it, I can, whee, there it goes. I can, on the sides as I'm scraping it in, I can feel the grit of the sugar that was in there. But as I stir it against the bottom of the pan, it's gone. There's no grit. The sugar has completely dissolved into the mix. And that's where I want it, and we're done. Should probably, what am I going to beat this with? Beat it! Smack! Alright, so we're going to throw in a couple of eggs, some milk, and some white vinegar. That milk. I've already got the white vinegar out. Look at that. I didn't have the eggs out, which is weird for me, but ginger cake. Oh yeah, it smells amazing in here right now. Oh no, Rach, I'm tired. No. Poor Rach. Egg number 1. Oh. Whoop. There we go. Egg number 2. Oh. Wipe the egg off my fingers. Alright, 235 ml of milk. How are we going to get 235 ml? 1 cup is 200 and... Right, special shout out to my cat who sat on the end of my bed between me and the fan and farted. Was your mouth open? So, the recipe calls for 235 ml of milk. A cup, a metric cup, is 250 ml. So I'm thinking just under a cup ought to do it. Is it a little bit too much milk? Probably just means it's going to take a little bit longer in the oven. A cup less a tablespoon. See, Rach knows it. Rach knows. Rach is awesome. I'm going to get the electric beater out today. Ah! It can't wait to start. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Where are the beaters? Beater. You beater. Beater. See what happens. Trying to be gentle with it. Don't want it spraying everywhere. Alright, not being gentle with it anymore. Oh yeah, look at that goop. Damn. I'm having all sorts of fun with this. This is probably not the way it's meant to work, but this is the way we're doing it. Right, so this is starting to cool. I can feel that the bottom of it is starting to get to that point where it's starting to solidify again. I don't want it too solid because then it's not going to pour nicely out of the pan, but I don't want it too hot because I don't want to cook the eggs immediately. So this is the catch-22. Now I'm going to grease this pan with some butter. We've got our springform pan that we're going to cook it in. This is 20, I think it's a 20 centimeter springform pan. And now we lube the pan. Probably went a little overboard with it, but can you really have too much butter? There you go, nice and greasy. Now I can put the butter away. All right. Oops. The pan's still got a bit of warmth to it. But the golden syrup is starting to solidify, so we're going to have to run the gauntlet. Where am I going to put this? I'm going to put that in there for now, and then I'm going to turn this on, and then we're going to add a bit. Alright, that is now starting to splooge out. Whoop. So we're just going to push it down the beaters a little bit, just so that it doesn't splatter everything too much. Alright, we are going to get to lick those things in just a minute. Now I'm just scraping the rest of what's on the bottom on the bowl, in the pan. Just going to scrape down the bottom of the pan as I put the last of it in. Could probably use a spatula for this, but the spoon seems to be doing okay. As we chuck in all that insane flavour. Thanks, Greg. That is going to be a sticky mess. There we go, we're back in chop cam. Damn, look at that. Ah! That just flew everywhere. Well, there's still a bit left on the beaters, but that'll be fine. Oof, I don't want to kick you, buddy, but you're making it hard. Oh. All right. Now they're sticky all over my counter, so I'm going to fix that. Because I don't want sticky all over my counter. I will always volunteer to lick the spoon on cakes. Right, Tiger? Absolutely. Same here. I don't know how much poofing up this is going to get. I didn't put the vinegar in. Oops. Oh well. Too late. Spatula. Alright. And perfect timing, the oven's just ticked over to alright, come on. Oh. I've lost my bowl grip. I don't know what the vinegar does. I don't think it's a rising agent, mainly because there's self-raising flour and bicarb of soda in it. So that says to me that it's not a rising agent. Either way, too late now. Right, so there we go. We're just going to give that a little smack to even it out a little bit. Then we're going to throw it in the oven. Ta-da! Alright, now we set an alarm. And hopefully it is, though it reacts with the bicarbs and makes it fluffier and less dense. Ah, crom. Oops. Alright, hang on. Can we do this? Far out. Hot things are hot. Alright. So here's the thing. Do we throw it in? Do we throw in that little bit, mix it in? I say yay. It's not going to be as mixed as it could be, but let's do it. 1 tablespoon. Where's my tablespoon? We're making a mess of this. Wow, well, that's made a massive difference. Holy crap. It's gone white and floofy already. And hot things are hot. Trying to get it nicely combined. We'll see how that goes. Man, that made a massive difference. Carrot volcano. Yeah, pretty much. Not the preferred place I'd like to be doing the mixing, but there it is. Ow, thumb cramp. Oh wow, that has really changed the taste. Instead of like a floury cinnamony dough, it's got a, I don't know what it is, but there's an extra oomph to it, putting the vinegar in. Alright, now, this makes it lighter, like the difference between pound cake and sponge cake. Nice, there you go. Thanks, Rach. Now, let's reset the timer. Just cause. And now we get to lick the bowl. So, you can really, like putting the vinegar in it, really change the overall flavor of it. It's almost like it accentuated the ginger and the ginger and cinnamon, which is odd, but there it is. Sorry, I'm just going to lick the bowl for a little while. Maybe you should do a science one day and do one with and one without, right? What is it with cake mix? Seriously, what is it with the like uber noms of cake mix? And Tiger will help. Right. Fill up with water, you sticky gooey mess. Goodness. Alright. Now we start cleaning up. What are you doing? You are helping. We're going to do 2 more of these, one with vinegar and one without, so that we can do a side-by-side testing for science, and you have to lick all the bowls. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad you're up for the challenge, Tiger. So it wasn't too bowl intensive. I thought it was going to get really bowl intensive, but it didn't, which isn't too bad. So happy with that. You have your catching mitts warmed and ready. Excellent. That's what we like to see. My God, and look, my kitchen's almost back to clean. For science! Speaking of mitts, that mitt up there. Scratch the itchy eyeball. Alright, well, now we just sit around, chat, and we wait for whatever is going to happen in the next, little while that cooks. Whoa, there are bubbles. There are bubbles in it. Alright, so I'm going to go get me a dry ginger ale. I'm going to go do that, and then I'll be back. So, I'll be back. And we're back. And nothing is happening. We're just sitting here having a dry ginger ale. Thanks, Tiger. So, I was talking to some American friends, and I'm a little bit discouraged. I was talking to some American friends, and they reckon that Trump is pretty much a shoo-in for the next election in the United States. And I and I had a look at some of the stuff, and it's like, oh man, this could be a really poor time for America. God's only knows what it's going to do to us. Hopefully not a lot. Hopefully with a Labour government in power, we won't be so far up their butts that we'll get it'll all go to hell, but who knows? We'll see. On a lighter note though, I've just got back from Melbourne. Yay! Yeah, it's embarrassing for a country that should allow a criminal to become president who has such backward views. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Thank you, Rupert Murdoch. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting in the next little while. But yes, I just got back from Melbourne, where I've been doing some teaching of swords. Yay! And that was fun. There was some real cultural differences there. Like in the way they fight. There was some stuff that was very, very different to the way that my group fights, or our group fights. Yeah, it went really well. We got a heap of teaching in. We did an authorization so that someone was one of the people is now authorized to use spear, which is such a fun weapon. Spear is such a fun weapon. So we did that. We did just heaps of fighting, and then some more fighting. But all teaching. So that was cool. We'll be off to Victoria. No, we just got back from Victoria already. We're going to Western Australia next in early February. I think it's, hang on, where's the calendar? I'll know when I see the calendar. Oh calendar, oh calendar. We'll be gone from the 9th to the 13th. 9th to the from 9 to 12 February. We will be in Western Australia. So that means that we're going to miss that Valheim on the 9th. But other than that, it shouldn't affect the stream at all. So we should be good. I'll be giving a couple of I think I'm doing Rotella is the main one I'm doing for this one. Then we'll also be doing some guild prizes, which is basically doing, there's a rank structure for skill at arms. And we'll be assessing a few people for that, which is just like, sweet. So yeah, it's all happening. But this is the last one. Going to Western Australia is going to be the last one until April, where I'll be not so much teaching in April, but we'll be going away for the week-long Australian-New Zealand get-together called Rowaney Festival. So we'll be going out there, we'll be doing that, and I'm going to turn that music down just a little bit. Yeah, right. So hopefully I'll get to catch up with some friends that I haven't actually met yet. We've been gaming together online for years and years and years, and 2 of the 3 of them are in Western Australia. So hopefully I'll get to catch up with them. Well, actually, technically 3 of the 4 are in Western Australia, and I'll hopefully get to catch up with all of them, which is going to be awesome sauce. So yeah, we've got, what do we got for there? We've got Friday, no, or are we leaving Thursday? No, we've got to be, I don't know when we're leaving. Now I'm confused. Actually, I think we might be leaving earlier than that. I think we might be leaving on the Thursday. Leaving on Thursday, Friday, I don't know. I'd have to have a look at it. I'm very confused. Wait, let's get the calendar out again. Because I think we're teaching Thursday, so we might be leaving Wednesday. Yeah, the 7th. We're leaving on Wednesday the 7th. So, we're going to miss a lot of streaming. So we'll be leaving on the 7th, training on the 8th, day off on the 9th, 10th, 11th, training, 12th come home, 13th we're back to streaming. But yeah, that'll be the last one until we go for a week to just outside of Canberra and do a week's worth of fighting out there. That's going to be awesome. But that's like 2 weeks away. There's 2 weeks until I got to do that one. I've got a couple of cookbooks. I borrowed a couple of cookbooks from Upright. Target finally has a holiday book for 10 days in April. Woot, woot, woot. Yeah, nice. So it's 10 working days or 10 days total? So if it's 10 working days, that's like 2 and a bit weeks. That'd be awesome. What have you got planned, Tiger? What's on the plan? What's on the plan for the holiday? Gonna fill up my dry ginger ale. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. 10 days total in Japan. Ooh. I have never been to Japan. It is definitely one of those places that I want to go. It's just feel like, so much I want to do in Japan. But yeah, it's just so much culture. It's awesome. It's beautiful. The people are so polite and it's easy to get around. Yeah. You know, I kind of want to do the gambit of Japan. I want to do like, of course I want to go see the temples and the history and all of that. I would love though, that speaking of history, they have a couple of traditional sword makers that smelt the iron and do all that stuff, and I don't know if I even can, but being able to go and watch that, like watch them smelting and seeing what they're doing and how they're doing it and all of that would just be amazing. But I also want to, yeah, the sword making over there, absolutely. Like I've seen some docos on it, and it's just nuts. But I want to do the modern day Japan as well. You know, I want to go see all the like massive industrialized city with all the flashing neon lights and, you know, the hubbub and the bustle and the food and the, yeah. I want to see both ends of Japan. Like running around and eating all the traditional food. Hell yeah, let's do that. Yeah. You bought a kitchen knife from over there last time and it was your favorite one to use. Nice. I had a very nice sushi knife. I don't know if I've still even got it. I do, actually. Where is it? I have this very nice sushi knife. But somebody, and I don't know who to this day I don't know who, somebody broke the tip off it. And I was very sad and very upset. But I was just thinking that I have access to a blacksmith shop now, so I could fix my sushi knife. I could actually fix it. And start doing sushi again. But yes, sorry. Sorry, got a little bit with that. It was a very expensive knife, but I can fix it now. I know how I can fix it now. And I didn't realize that was a weight that I was still carrying. There you go. Huh. Thanks, Tiger. You helped me realize there was weight that I can remove. Isn't that nice? The food is great there too, very diverse. And because we both eat seafood, it makes finding food easier because they do a lot of seafood options for us when we don't eat meat. Nice. Yep. Seafood. Yes. I have my issues with the fishing industry, but seafood is so yummy. Hand-rolled sushi is trickier than I thought. I have the sushi mat. I have the little mat that I make it with. Ooh. Rach wandered away to get coffee and came back to sushi. Nice. Oh, it already escaped. Oh my god. Good, nice catch, Rach. Nice catch. So yeah, the food. I mean, the food. I still can't quite get it tight enough. Still delicious though. How you doing, Kiki? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I find like doing it by hand, no hope in hell. But I find if I'm using the sushi mat, I just like roll back and forward slowly, getting it over and over and getting that tightness into it. and you know, stuffing it back in and a little bit of roll, stuffing it back in, a little bit of roll. The more I do, probably the better I'm going to get at it. But yeah, realizing I'm sorry I'm coming back to this. I'm sorry I'm coming back to this. But having that knife is like, I think I've tried to make sushi once since that knife got broken. And I'm just thinking that, and when I'm thinking about it now, I'm thinking that that's why. Because every time I think of making sushi, I think of that someone came into my house, someone that I knew came into my house and broke my knife. So maybe it is time to fix it up and restart that chapter. Yeah. What are we making today? We are making a ginger cake. Holy crom. Right. So, depth of pan is about yay. It is currently about yay from the top. That has really risen in there. That is a giant floofy cake. Yay, get to fixing, right? Exactly. And then I'm gonna have to do a sushi stream. Uh-oh. How did that go for you, Kiki? You gave Akira a bath? How did that go for you? Yeah, give her treats at the end of it. She'll be fine. Eventually it'll be like, fine, I will get the treats. Give me the treats. Yeah, how much fluff came out though? Especially with all the heat we've been having lately. There would have been a fair bit coming out. She got heaps of treats. Bribery. Bribery. Continue to love me with the bribery. But like, going to Japan, I'd love to go like on a soy tour. Like, as you go to different places, you go try their soy, the traditional soy, because it changes from place to place. It's amazing. I'd love to do things like that. That would be insane. You can make another husky from the amount of fur that came out of it. Yeah, nice. You want to do a whiskey tour? Yeah, me too, Tiger. Me too. I will do. I actually did some tastings while I was down in Tasmania, and the Lark Distillery. Oh, I'm just in love with their whiskies. Well, with their scotches. No eyebrows. There's my eyebrows. Found them. But yeah, definitely at some point I would like to get to Scotland and Ireland and run around doing a whiskey tour. Kiki went for a walk this morning and was worried about grass seeds. Okay, yeah, fair. So, you know, you could probably do that with a good brushing, but you know, dogs need their baths. Yeah, I was really impressed with the Lark because it just stays on your palate. It just sits there and just the flavor just sits there on your palate. It's amazing. No one wants to work, Kiki. No one wants to work. Because, you know, why would we want to? We could do nothing all day. I don't know. I don't know what this country would look like with a basic universal income. But I'm comfy. Yeah, I know, right? Target, drink whiskey and play games. Yeah, drink whiskey and play games. But yeah, it's like you look at Star Trek, right? You look at the Star Trek universe and everyone works. Everyone has a job and all that sort of stuff. And you want to play Warframe? And everyone works, but all their basic needs are met. You know, you just walk up to the replicator and go, hey, give me an ice cream sundae. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, okay, with our current I want to say life view, but with our current state of affairs, I guess, I think a lot of people would decide to not work and just stay home. Togo, how's the Baldur's Gate playthrough going? Ups and downs. The guys I'm playing it with are great fun. It is a bit. I was really hoping not to. I was hoping to try and do the playthrough without loading saved games, but we're getting TPK'd quite a bit currently, and some of it is my tactics, but some of it is I have no idea what level these guys are, whether we should fight them, whether we can fight them, and all of that. Some of that is me not understanding how to look for that. But I think once I get more of a handle on how it's all working, it's going to get more fun. It's already fun, but I think once I figure out these nuances to the game, it's going to be more fun. Note here that I haven't played Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. This is my first foray into that universe, so I may be playing a little bit of catch up. So that's how the playthrough is going. So far it's fun. We're still in the first chapter. We're rationing out our short and long rests as much as we can. It's also interesting not knowing what are time-sensitive quests and what aren't. So, yeah. Kiki, and us nurses wouldn't get treated so poorly. I don't know. Yeah, nurses deal with people in some of the worst pain of their entire lives, and that is not conducive to being in pain. An incredible amounts of pain is not conducive to being polite. Occupational hazard, maybe. You know, we shouldn't. People shouldn't be mean or nasty, particularly. But at the same time, I've said some nasty things when I've been in incredible amounts of pain, because I have negative spoons to deal with shit. So, while I love our nurses and our care staff and all of that, and they do an incredibly hard job for incredibly not enough money, there are pros and cons to the job. Yeah, it's a balancing act. Column A, column B. Absolutely, Kiki. Tiger, looks like a well-made game from the bits I've seen. I think there's a lot to learn about the mechanics though. Yeah. I mean, one of the... I think one of the things that really is... people are hailing it as this massive Uber of ness is that there's not patches, or there's very few patches. The game was released ready to go. There's not a ton of microtransactions. All of the things that has worked its way into modern gaming that pretty much every gamer despises isn't there. You know, it's not like, oh, we'll release the first module and then, you know, we'll bug test it and patch it as you play it, and it'll be, you know, your peons, but pay us the regular amount of money anyway. So I think that's part of it. I think that's part of why Baldur's Gate is getting such rave reviews, is because we're not dealing with the maniacal game developers that think they don't actually have to put in any work for us to get us to play games. Kiki, I'm a grumpy endo patient. Yeah, you know how it works. And I've heard you've been mean to nurses, and you are a nurse, so. Kiki, okay, gotta get ready for work. Bye, bye. Tiger, yeah, Cyberpunk came out well before it should have, and I think because of pressure to release was too much. It has a lot of upgrades and patches since then. Yeah. Warframe's similar, it's just constant upgrades and patches. I mean, technically I think it's 8 years old and it's still in beta. Like, I've played 3,500 hours of the game. I played the game. But yeah, that is the norm is a bit weird. Right, and in a year we'll release an update that changed the mechanics entirely, so you basically have to start again, and things you spend time doing become completely redundant. Yeah, Rach. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Target, it is crazy. But that's what they've done. Alright, we're coming up. See, why is the timer not sounding? The timer turned off and there was no sound. Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Look at that. Oh, that's deflating. Nope. It's got to go back in. She's not fully cooked yet. So, what we did then is we put in a skewer. I'm going to put it in for another 10 minutes. So it's 30 to 40 minutes. So you check at the low end. All right, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but there you go. Should be able to see that. There's just that little bit of goo still on the skewer. So what we want to be able to do is put the skewer in and out and no goo. So we'll clean that off. Oops. Just broke my tea towel. Shiner. Yeah, so I think that's a lot of what's getting Baldur's Gate the fab reviews, is that it was released as a complete game. Maybe I'm just jaded in the fact that when I first started gaming, that's what you got. You got complete games. And now me seeing a developer release one is just like, well, that used to be the standard, dude. Yeah, people are jumping up and down and carrying on and all this stuff. And other developers are giving the devs of Baldur's Gate curry because it's like, oh, we can't all do that. Dude, that used to be industry standard. You released a game that was finished. So, maybe maybe I've just gotten a bit too used to in D&D where a DM will actually guide you through and you know, not put you up against anything that's too over the top maniacal. Maybe. I mean, like we did a boss, as I think it's a boss fight on Tuesday, and the guy TPK'd us in 2 shots. He had 2 turns and the entire party was dead. And it's like, oh. Then we tried again and we blew him up and didn't quite kill him and he killed us all. And then we did another, a third attempt with different tactics, and we blew him up at the start, like killed him outright. And then it became a fight that we sort of just, I'm not going to say breezed through, but we accomplished with relative ease. So yeah, it was weird. I'm still sad over the death of the owlbear. Yeah. Now, if you were watching, we found its cub being harassed, and so now we've somehow managed to save it, and after a bit of talking to it, it is heading towards our camp, so we can have the baby owlbear as our friend, and we can keep it fed. Because that's nice, right? Yeah, that was in Tuesday's session, which should still be on VOD, theoretically. But also that will come out, it should be on the VOD, it should be on Twitch VOD, but it should also come out on Saturday on YouTube. Well, it will come out on Saturday on YouTube. Pretty sure I've already put it in. Find out at some point. Maybe this afternoon. Yeah, we're on the other computer. Yeah, YouTube and Discord. Thanks, Rach. See, you even know, you know my laziness, that I haven't changed the commands onto this computer. Yeah. Well, I'm caught up. I'm officially caught up with all the old VODs and YouTubes and everything. For those playing the home game, for certain executive dysfunction reasons, I stopped putting the videos up onto YouTube, and I got to the point where I was I think it was about 9 months behind of putting up videos. So absolutely slamming that out to catch up, and we've caught up, and in a hopefully in 3 maybe 4 weeks we'll be at the point where we're going to be ready to swap to the new format of releasing. Yay! Which I'm really happy about. So epic. Alright, so we're going to turn this, 30 minutes, we're going to put that up to 40 minutes. Look at that, making notes. We're making notes on the recipes. So now I'm running out of excuses to not get the cookbook up and running. Which is next. That's next on the list. Then after that, I'm going to start doing some SCA videos. Hopefully, Lick the Bowl. We're doing a few Lick the Medieval bowls, and we'll be trialing some medieval recipes, which will be nice. Yay! This is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. Eventually. Alright. We got what? 2.5 minutes? No. Yeah, 2.5-ish minutes. Until we take her out and check her again. Oh. The big poofy bit in the middle has settled, which is nice. It's not quite as poofy since we stewed it. But we'll have a look at that in a minute. So yeah, you can also join us on Discord. There's plenty of channels for suggestions, like suggesting recipes. So I've run out of recipes. I've so run out of recipes, it's ridiculous. Tiger's hungry thinking about that cake. Me too, little bit. We gotta wait for the cake. Oh, that reminds me, we should probably get where is it? Oh God. Can't find the cooling rack. It's in there somewhere. Alright. Hurry up, time. Go faster. I want to try the food. Go faster. The agenda for the weekend is fall over, die, sleep. What day is it? It's Thursday. So this weekend this weekend is buy a new tool weekend. Hopefully. Hopefully this weekend is buy a new tool weekend, and we can if I had a hammer. We're getting a whippersnipper because the gardens have become overgrown to the point of pretty much, to a certain extent, not recoverable. So we're going to attempt to recover it. To do so, I need a better tool. Hey, it's working. Look at that. I don't know why it's working now where it wasn't before, but alright, here we go. And then yeah, do some gardening. Sunday, of course, will be fighter training. More training is always good. Right, so you can see that has come out clean. So we're good. Ta-da! Now we allow it to cool for a little bit, and then we'll take the outer ring off it, and we'll give it a try. It's ready! Hype, 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 hype! Oh, excuse me. Sneezing. It's ready! Alright, I'm going to clean the spark tool off. So what's everyone else got planned for their weekend? Okay, that seems reasonably... released already. Good. I can take the heat, hot things are hot. I can take the heat, hot things are hot. Oh. Whew. Alright, time for a foldie. Nope, wrong one. Frickin' buttons, I swear. Alright. Yep, that looks good. We'll fire that off. Ta-da! Alright, that's that sorted. We've taken the photo. Rach, I would like to sleep all day Saturday, but I'm sure someone will make me do something. Nah, just sleep, Rach. Just sleep. Have the sleep. Double dare physical challenge. Tugger, tomorrow's my father-in-law's 70th birthday. So we're going over there for a barbecue with family and just housework and gaming for the rest, really. Took Monday off so I can have 4 days off in a row. And yay! 4 days off in a row, that sounds like fun. What shall I cut this with? Wow, that just skimmed through that. Like it wasn't even there. Whew! Oh wow. I don't know if that's crumble or what down there. Yep, that's just crumbs. Okay, maybe could have had a couple more minutes because it's got that, just that lighter bit around there. All right. But she be hot. Tiger grabs Rach and stashes her in secret hiding spot. Yes, do that, Tiger. Don't tell anyone where it is, not even Rach. Okay. It's moist and it's sticky, but it's kind of, I don't know, maybe a bit more ginger and or cinnamon. The ground ginger that we have in there is reasonably old. So that may have taken some of the potency out of the ginger. Yeah, maybe. But, oh God, it is so moist and sticky. Like, which is a contradiction. It's kind of, it's got that, you know when you bite into a cake and your mouth turns into a desert, versus you bite into a cake and you get that real feeling of yes, this is almost liquid. It's got that, But then you've also got when you bite into some cakes and it's like, yeah, this is a nice crumbly flavor, you know, all of that. Or you bite into like a pudding and it sticks to the roof of your mouth. So this has got that one. So you bite in, it's got that nice amount of moisture, and then it sticks to the roof of your mouth. It may also be that this is still hot. That may be part of why it's still like this. Because if you breathe in, as I bring it up to my mouth, as I breathe in, I can taste, like in the Jacobson organ in your mouth, I can taste the cinnamon and the ginger. There's just that breath of it as you breathe it in. So it may change as it gets cooler. Yeah, some spiced orange syrup in this mix. Oh. Right. Honestly, I reckon you could put some chocolate in this and it'd work. Mmm. The outer crust has just got that really nice little bit of crunch to it. Mmm. Chocolate definitely does make everything better. Problem is, I don't think it goes well with whiskey. I'm sure there are some sorts of chocolate that go well with whiskey. Mm. So overall, I think that the age of my ingredients has played a factor in this. That said, nom nom, this is really nice. It's halfway between a cake and a pudding. The flavors are there, they're just really muted. And again, I think that's more because of the age of my ingredients than the ratios. And it is light, it is fluffy. You saw at the end, you saw that bit of crumble that was left over. Wasn't a lot, but there was that little bit of crumble left over. So yeah, I think. What? I put chocolate in my spaghetti sauce? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that may be a little bit of chocolate abuse. I may have to agree with Tiger on that one. But like, I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick this up. Hot things are hot. Hot things are really hot. So, I'll do it on cook cam, on chop cam. You can see that it looks like that the base is stuck to the bottom and that it's torn away when I got that piece out. But that is not the case at all. That's what I thought at first. But what that is all just loose crumble that has come from cutting the piece. So that's not stuck to the bottom, it's all just crumble on the bottom of it. I just got them, I sent photos to the fam. I was like, ooh, can't wait to try it. So it's like, we will see. Because this was, like I said at the start, this is the recipe of a friend of a friend. And they, something. And they gave a list of ingredients with like, mix them all together and throw it in the oven as the instructions. So we redacted it. And yeah, I think this is a really nice recipe. I would probably try it with fresher ingredients first. And then if that didn't amp up the cinnamon and ginger a little bit, I would probably add a little bit more for my palate. But yeah. A square of dark chocolate balances the acidity of the tomato really well. I'm going to take your word for it, Rach. I just don't think I'm brave enough to put chocolate in a pasta sauce. I'm just not that brave. I might get yelled at a little bit. You can't, oh, I should imagine you couldn't. It's outside Tiger's comfort zone too. Yeah. Or milk. Milk I'd probably try. That's interesting. Milk. Okay. So that is still very hot. So I'm not going to try and take it off that pan just yet. I may actually leave it on the pan. Just leave it on the base and put it in the fridge once it has cooled sufficiently. I keep wanting to come back and nibble on it, so nom 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 nom. I'm just gonna get it in my beard. Save it for Ron. I think a little bit of cream on this, little dollop of thickened cream, and not the watery thickened cream, the actual thick cream that you can, you know, serve with a blade, serve with a knife. Right, I assure you, if you Google it, it's not a weird me thing. Many people do it. But I liked it more when it was a weird Rach thing. I believe you. I believe that people would do it. I'm just not sure I'm brave enough. Well, it will be when I make you taste it. That works. Alright, well, there we go. We have a cake. Yay! I make all three and you can pick one. Pick one has milk, chocolate, or nothing. For science! For science! See, we do everything for science. Science is awesome. Alright, I'm going to see if I can just slide this in under there. Is that going to work? Seems to. Oops, broke it a little bit. It's a little bit stick on the, whoop. Oh no, that's alright. Sorry, I'm just figuring out if I can just take it off of this. Take it off of the tray without destroying it. Which is always the way with cakes, isn't it? It looks good right now. Not really having to push anything through. I don't know, hopefully this is all skimming off the bottom. We're about to find out. Put a plate on it, plate on top and flip it. You want to do it that way? We can do it that way, and then plate on top, on top, on top. Look at that. Haha. And most of that, what you saw on the bottom of the pan, that wasn't stuck there. That was just my bad cutting. Yeah, that's all just pushing off. So you can see, right, just as I move it, that all just comes off. That's not actually stuck there. That's just my paw pushing through. But now we're licking the plate. There we go. We did the successful flipping. Woot. There it is with a little bit missing. Whew. I'm really happy with that. It came out quite well. It's got a decent taste to it. I didn't manage to stick it to the bowl. Who knew? Alright, so we're going to call it there. Finish that off. Pocket check. So coming up tomorrow, we will be back with Warden with some Valheim. Some more Valheim for tomorrow. Yay! Then all the way around to Tuesday, we've got a Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. Wednesday we will be kicking off Assassin's Creed 1, and trying to get that all done, which is going to be excellent. And then on Wednesdays we'll be back and forthing between Minecraft and Assassin's Creed 1. Going back and forth because I like doing both of those things. Then Thursday, back in the kitchen, cooking God knows what. And then we've come full circle. AC! Right? Exactly, Tiger. Yes. Yeah, we knew Tiger would be happy about the AC streams. We're gonna... Vegemite toast, you reckon? That we're gonna have a stream where we cook Vegemite toast. Look, Rach, we all like making Tiger happy because she deserves to be happy. Sort of like you. You deserve to be happy too, Rach. So that's what's coming up. You'd love to hang out and chat with me over breakfast. Yay! One day I will get to the land of Queens. Well, I'll get back to the land of Queens. We'll have breakfast at some point. Squish the tiger. Squish. Squish the tiger. Can I still remember the commands? Squish! Squish! So, yay! All the kitty love. Yay! So yeah, that's what's coming up. That's what's going on. Thank you everyone for joining us and hanging out. We almost made 2 hours today. That's not too bad. Yes, thank you for joining us. If you're watching along and you haven't already, hit the follow button. Follows are free. They're awesome. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. Subscribes are free. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for just being you, because you are awesome. Hopefully we will see everyone tomorrow at about 10 o'clock Adelaide time for some Valheim. We'll be playing that with Wardham. Until then, what we should do, actually, we should probably turn the music down. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.